This is how you use the competitor analysis tool in Rank Lightning, my favorite tool and my inspiration behind this. So all you'll need to do is come over to competitor analysis. Now, if you've saved a project, you can load from a project, or you just load in the data you want. So I'm going to show you the load from the project. So all you do is hit that, you find the project, you find the page, and then you find the keyword that you want to analyze. Now, this is brilliant when you're trying to present to a client or a lead to show where they've got a shortage, what they actually need. This sums everything up for you. So we're going to look at Roofing Miami. Now, you'll notice that it pops in additional pages. So you can do it manually as well. So if I was to go Roofing Miami as an example, I can place that there. All I would need to do is enter in the URL that I'm trying to look at and analyze. Then you've got the location, Miami. So what this thing does right here is really handy. Now, let's say you're doing a massive amount of analysis. So you're looking at Miami, roof repair Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Like, you're doing the huge analysis that you normally have to do on bulk and in painful spreadsheets. What you can do is set this to city. So you set that to city. Now you'll see that the Miami is popped up here. So you're able to come through and just go delete to the Miami section. So what happens when it does the analysis is it actually combines that with this keyword, whatever you've got in there. So now you can just duplicate Miami, makes it that little bit quicker. You know, it's not as tedious. So it's a lot easier for you and your team. Now, if you want to duplicate or delete anything, so perhaps, I don't need to look at that one. You come across here to delete it. If you want to add more, you can just hit on that copy button right there. And as you can see, it copies across everything, even the location. So it just saves you time. Again, if you're trying to show a client or trying to work out what you need, this is fantastic. And if you want to minimize things down to organize yourself a little bit easier because you have 35, 40, 100 results going at once, that's what you want to look at. So we can come in here, we can open this up. Let's get rid of the ones that we don't need. We'll close that down and let's create a competitor analysis. Now, by default, if you've got the keyword saved that you've loaded from a project, you're going to be shown this information here. However, if it's not, it's going to be a big button here. So if you haven't looked at this keyword yet, there'll be a big button to say get data, and that'll pull the data in from the keyword data for you. So you can look at it like that. Here is the keyword. Here's the location we've used, the URL that we're looking at for that specific keyword. Okay, so that one right there. Here's the SERP features, the local pack, organic, and related searches. If you want to open up the snapshot of the SERP that we got for that information, here it is right here. The get data is important. So let me walk you through that momentarily, but let's look at the map pack analysis. So it'll show you the map pack, how they're doing. Well, look at this, the median and the average here. The brilliant thing is with Rank Lightning, you can compare by median and average. So if you want to have a look at the average, you can change things and the numbers down here will start to change for you. I like the median because sure, smaller results, 1 to 3 results, median's kind of best for me. Now, when you come down here, this is the SERP analysis for that keyword and for that URL. So we're looking at that SERP for that exact keyword and that exact URL. Now you can see this big red here, we're deficient. So for total referring domains and total backlinks, we're short. We're short according to the median. If you come over here, you can again change it to the average. You can see that the numbers will change up on you. Again, I like the median. Now, what you'll notice here too, so the SERP organic position, we're past position 20, okay? If you were higher than that, this would depict like it is over here, 2, 3, you'll see that information. If it's a home page, you'll see that it's a little icon like this. If you see this, it means that they're ranking their homepage and that they've got the map pack as well. So really insightful stuff, just easy to ascertain. Here's the business name. So we try to pull in the business for you as well to show the business. If you want to open up their URLs to have a look, all you need to do is hover over it and click it. Traffic estimations. This is where our tool's pulling in traffic to see what type of traffic they've got going to the site, as you can see overall. Now, the referring domains, this is very important. So again, we're looking at all of the competitors here and go in the median, but Angie's List skewing that data a little bit. So how can we get more data to understand what we're looking at? Now, you will need to be a little bit knowledgeable, but I always say try to ignore the directories if possible. So let me walk you through the tool first, then I'll show you how to make the changes to the comparison, because you need to know how to make comparison changes. You'll notice here that there's total keywords. So that's how many keywords are actually ranking for that page for you. The word count, the internal links. Now we can look at all of that by just simply going get data. The reason we don't show that is because it's obviously maybe unnecessary information unless you want to do a real deep dive. So that is something to consider. While we're waiting for that to load, I'll show you the domain level analysis. I do believe in the whole philosophy of, hey, Google does reward single pages. Absolutely it does, because the Angie's List is proof of that. However, Google also rewards domains that have power. They reward authority. So what we've done is we placed the domain level analysis. So you can look at this and go, why am I maybe not performing? I'm not that far away. Scroll down here and have a look at the domain level analysis and try and determine how short you are on a domain level. This is what you want to be looking at. So not only this, but also this. This is the beauty of our comparison tool. There's nothing like this out there. You get a look at all of this insight. Now, if I scroll down to the bottom down here, what you can do, and this is the beauty behind this, is you get to select your competitors. I don't think the Angie List is a right thing to be comparing ourselves against. So what you want to do is you want to come across to the Angie's List, you want to click on it and you want to deselect it, because I don't think it's a valid thing to be selecting and comparing from. We really should be looking at our main competitors, and you'll see that changed. See how it's gone to the red X instead of the green tick. So I want to look at these guys. I want to look at these guys. Forbes, I don't want to look at Forbes. I want to look at the next realistic business, because that's going to give me more accurate stuff. This is parasite SEO. This is just how Google's rewarding it right now. So all you need to do is click on someone that you want to look at, come up here and go select. Now, if you toggle this on, what's going to happen is it'll automatically change the analysis to look at your competitor's domain. I don't recommend doing that. Just all you need to do is look at the ones that you want to look at. So now we can scroll back up to the top here, and you can actually have a look at all of the information, and these numbers have now changed. Now, if you do want to look at, again, at those additional steps like the total keywords, the word count, and internal links, you do need to run it again. That's why I always suggest having a look at the information here. There's an Angie's List, if there's a BBB, if there's a Forbes, that's parasite SEO, guys. Just go through, have a look at it, scroll down, deselect it, have a look at actual competitors, get the actual numbers, because now we have a better, more solid picture of what we actually need to do overall. That is how you use the competitor analysis. Now, the other awesome thing that you'll notice, the traffic estimations here, here's the referring domains to this URL and the backlink count to that as well. So you can look through here and ascertain what's going on. You can see that there's just a lot of directories for this listing. It's quite noisy. So you can see all of that here, which is fantastic for you because you want all of this information. So you get to scroll through all the way through. And here is the one that we have. So if you're not in the top 20, don't worry. The tool automatically pulls your listing in and places you in there. Now, to delete the competitor analysis, all you need to do is come up here, click the delete button, and you can confirm it and it will delete for you.